You've probably jumped over the flagpole in Super Mario Bros. Before by using glitches, cheats, and hacks, only to get stuck in an endless loop. But did you know there's an official way to do it with an official secret result? To unlock this Super Gaming secret, begin World 1-1 and immediately press the start button to pause the game. Then press and hold up, A, and select on your controller. According to gaming lore, World 1-1 begins at roughly 6 a.m. Mushroom Kingdom time, so make sure to leave your game on pause, holding onto those buttons for around 23 hours. Once that time has passed, let go and unpause the game. All of a sudden, daytime turns to nighttime and a mysterious moon appears in the distant background. If you look closely, you'll see a strange shiny object on the surface. Immediately find the first pipe and hold A and select as you press down. Instead of going underground, you'll get blasted all the way into space, landing right on the surface of the moon. That shiny object you can now collect is actually the legendary Super Moon Boots. With this new power-up, you can launch off the moon and land safely back in the Mushroom Kingdom, returning just as the sun comes up. As you play through the rest of the level, you'll now be able to leap much higher than ever before. Quickly make your way to the end of the level, where you'll finally be able to officially jump over the flagpole. But what's waiting on the other side? Before I reveal it, let me share another mind-blowing secret I discovered while playing through World 2-1. I popped this question block expecting a coin or a power-up, but instead, a mysterious egg popped out of it. Before I knew it, Yoshi hatched right in front of my eyes. Here's how to unlock this Super Gaming secret. First, make sure to defeat every single enemy in all 4 stages of World 1. Miss one of Bowser's goons and this trick won't work. Also, grab both of the hidden 1-ups in World 1-1 and World 1-2. Then start World 2-1 as Big Mario with your score at exactly 112,190 points. And make sure you have 25 coins in your stash. Once you've done all of this, hit that block and Yoshi will appear. He'll function just like he does in Super Mario World. You can jump on him and ride him around, gobble up Goombas, use him for a super jump, and even spit fireballs. You'll even get added bonus points if you finish any level riding on his back. But warning, don't ever take him through the swamps of World 7-5. Wait, Yoshi, you're sinking. Fight against the sadness, Yoshi. You're my friend. I love you. Stupid dinosaur, you gotta move or you'll die. Yoshi! On a lighter note, I was playing through World 1-4 when I experienced something truly wild. After beating Bowser, I didn't get the usual message from Toad. Instead, he offered me a secret special mushroom. When I started World 2-1, Mario started swimming in the sky. Let me backtrack and explain how I stumbled upon this Super Gaming secret. After beating Bowser, I accidentally held up, A, and select on my NES controller while approaching Toad. To my surprise, he gave me the special mushroom. This secret combo works for every Toad encounter. When you start World 3-1, the entire color palette shifts into trippy, mind-bending hues. In World 4-1, you're floating in a cloud, and your fireballs turn into magic rainbows. At the start of World 5-1, you actually play as a Goomba, dodging attacks from an army of Marios. In the beginning of World 6-1, you're suddenly seated at the dinner table, being scolded by your parents. At the end of World 7-4, Toad finally warns you to stop eating so many special mushrooms. If you do eat the final mushroom, Mario blacks out and wakes up naked in front of Bowser during the final boss battle. Bowser doesn't attack you though. He's already called the MKPD to come arrest your crazy ass. Did you know about this crazy dance trick hidden in the original Super Mario Bros? Let's kick it over to my pal James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd himself, to drop this Super Gaming secret.
Everyone knows that if you jump back onto a beanstalk and press up at the top, Mario will do a funny little dance. But did you know that there are other button combos you can use to make Mario do other kinds of dances? If you hold B and A and press right and left at a rapid pace, you can make Mario do a moonwalk. If you press up and A and tap B 25 times, Mario will break dance, jump up, and do the splits. If you press up, select B, and start, Mario will start square dancing with some of his foes. If you press right, left, select up, down, A, and B, Mario will do some twerking. If you press down, right, left, select start, Mario will do a seductive pole dance. And if you press up, left, right, down, up, left, Mario will start a TikTok account and go live. Yeah, look at that. Woo!
Did you know about the pipe elevator trick in the original Super Mario Bros. For NES? To pull off this Super Gaming secret, start the game and make your way to the very first working pipe in World 1-1. Immediately press down, left, right, down, up, select, then crouch jump 7 times. Once you jump on the pipe, you'll notice that it transforms into a crazy pipe elevator that takes you underground. Want to know how to get back up? Just use the same secret combo and the underground pipes will lower, taking you back up to the surface in style. Warning, don't ever ride the pipe elevator with a Spiny. These guys love bean burritos and are known to hotbox tight spaces, which means instant death for you. Did you know about the secret secret trick where Toad recites poetry in the original Super Mario Bros. For NES? To unlock this super gaming secret, you'll need to collect coins in a very specific pattern throughout the game. In the first level of each world, collect only the very first coin. In the second level, grab only the fourth coin. And in the third level, collect just the third coin. Then, after defeating Bowser at the end of each level, Toad will surprise you with a heartfelt poem. And wait till you hear what he says at the end of World 7. When you finish World 1-4, Toad will say, "You ran so far, you jumped so high, a hero fell from Mushroom Sky." At the end of World 2-4, Toad will say, "You stomped through foes, you mustache knight. Too bad the princess is not in sight." When you reach Toad in World 3-4, he'll say, "No princess again, just me, your fan. But truth be told, I'm glad you ran." When you clear World 4-4, Toad will say, "You jumped through danger, you didn't stall. I cheer your name from every hall." When you beat World 5-4, he'll say, "You stomped those Koopas with such grace, it's hard to look you in the face." When you finish World 6-4, he'll say, "You came again, you always do. Each castle falls, I fall for you." And finally, when you reach the end of World 7-4, Toad will say, "Is it working yet? 'Cause I'm ready to f***."
Did you know that you can play as Kung Fu Mario in the original Super Mario Bros. For NES?
I'm 1980s Gamer, and this is my favorite super gaming secret.
To access this hidden developer mode, just tap up, down, left, right, up, down, left, up, and then A at the start screen. Suddenly, a secret menu will pop up, letting you select different characters from the original line of black box games released when the NES first came out. The first option lets you play as Kung Fu Mario, jabbing and leg sweeping Goombas like a martial arts master. The second turns you into Excite Bike Mario, where you ride through the game pulling off epic stunts. The third is Duck Hunt Mario, where you constantly dodge giant crosshairs to avoid getting taken out by an invisible light zapper. The fourth is Jumpman Mario, where you grab extra points by jumping over enemies and bashing them with a hammer. The fifth lets you play as Balloon Fight Mario, soaring through the level with ease. Just don't get popped. The sixth is Pro Wrestling Mario, where you can body slam Koopas to your heart's content. The seventh turns you into Link Mario. Wait a sec, The Legend of Zelda isn't a black box game?
I was playing through the original Super Mario Bros. When something really strange happened. When I finished World 1-1, Toad was standing in the doorway of the castle and gave me a piece of candy. I unlocked this super gaming secret by accidentally holding select on my second controller and resetting my NES console 1,031 times. Once you start playing in this secret trick-or-treat mode, Toad will greet you at the end of every level and usually throw you a piece of candy. In the odd chance that he doesn't, you can then press up and B to launch an egg at his castle. As you continue through the game and egg his castle multiple times, sooner or later, he'll throw you a mysterious Snickers bar. But watch out, it's got a razor blade in it, and once you eat it, that'll be the end of you. Did you know that you could actually play as Jesus in the original Super Mario Bros. For NES? To access this super gaming secret, just hold up, select, and A on your second controller and restart your NES. Once you select this special mode, you'll be able to convert evil mushrooms into power-ups, turn Koopas back into real turtles, and even transform entire water levels into wine. Best of all, when you frustratingly die in the game and yell, "Jesus Christ!" you won't even feel guilty about it. And before I reveal my last super gaming secret, click the link in the video to snag one of these awesome Super Mario Bros. Box art t-shirts. Now you can look like a boss while playing some games, or even strolling through the neighborhood.
Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route.
And finally, did you know that there's a special Tariffs Mode in the US version of the original Super Mario Bros. That lets you ramp up the challenge of the game? To activate this super gaming secret, stand under the first coin block and press down, down, up, left, B, right, then B again. Once you grab the coin, you'll now be in Tariffs Mode, where you'll have to pay a fee to stay at each castle, super mushrooms are slightly smaller, invincibility stars are cheaply made and last half as long, and you'll earn an extra life every 150 coins instead of every 100 because extra lives are outsourced from other kingdoms. Now surviving through the game is unnecessarily harder, and we can finally make the Mushroom Kingdom great again. And go watch this next video for even more super gaming secrets.